I just plugged a new AI agent called Manus directly into my email service provider. It studied my past metrics, wrote a 6-day email campaign based on my highest performing emails, and with a few clicks, I generated over $24,000 in net revenue. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get the same results, how Manus is different from every other tool you've used like ChatGPT or Claude, and the insane automation workflows you can build today to increase your sales while working less. But first, let me show you the problem with the way that you're using AI to write your emails. Telling AI just to write an email is going to give you slop like these choppy staccato fragments. You showed up, you did the work, you earned it. And then there's going to be dashes all over the place. And don't get me wrong, AI does write well with speed and gives you first drafts very quick. But recent studies show that if you use AI writing wrong, it could be killing your sales and destroying your brand. A recent study just showed that roughly 54% of people can now distinguish between human and AI content, with many perceiving heavy AI use as a sign of laziness or lack of caring about the brand. But I just discovered a new way to use AI to write entire email campaigns without any slop, because the difference between tools like ChatGPT and Claude is that they're chatbots, they're conversationalists, while Manus is an agent, and consider that a worker, right? You see, Manus self-corrects itself before it sends you an output. When you ask Manus to write copy, it runs this internal monologue based on your past conversations. And so for me, it asks itself, does this output sound salesy? Let me rewrite the hook. Or I need to check the competition in the market to see if I can create a better offer in this email copy. It basically acts like a senior copywriter who edits their own work before showing it to the boss. But that's not the cool part. This is, Manus builds a map of how platforms work. So giving Manus your API key allows it to understand how users interact with your emails, leaving the copy to be optimized for more clicks to your sales page. So that said, here's how to use it. So step number one is getting your API key. And if you're like me, who's non-technical and might as well be a caveman, the word API key gives you the sweats, but it's actually super simple. You just go to your email service provider, click the drop-down button, go to settings, and it'll bring you to this screen where you can go to developer and you get API access. All you need to do is copy this key, make sure not to share it ever because it is a password and people can hack into it, and then give it to Manus. And then the next step will be taking this API key, uploading my swipe file, which you can get in the description below for free, which has hundreds of subject lines, winning big email ideas, and hooks to help Manus basically become a master copywriter for your prompt. But copy this, go to Manus AI, and then follow this next step where we're going to put this into a prompt and create an entire email campaign. So now that I have the API key, what I'm going to do is use this prompt. Don't worry, I'll give you the link to the prompt below in the description. But I'm going to take this prompt, I'm going to put the API key here, and I'm going to give it different inputs, right? And so what I'm going to do is take my email 365 swipe, and this is down in the description below. All you have to do is click the link, enter your email, and I'll send you this entire swipe file I've used of A/B tested subject lines, hooks, calls to actions, and even a launch calendar inside here. That you can upload to Manus to have it become an expert email marketer, and it can reference all of these. So what I'm going to do is you can either connect Manus directly to your Google Drive so it can access this, or what you can do is just download PDF and then make sure you're downloading the entire workbook, not the current sheet, and then you click export. And then what you'll do is just drag that PDF over into the chat, and now you've got your entire email service provider communicating with Manus and a reference of all my high performing email marketing tactics from basically the last 5 years. So upload that, and then what you're going to do is just name your offer, the price, one line description, transformation it delivers, if is it evergreen, when do the dates close, bonuses included, and then link to buy. And then what it's going to do is it's going to research the market, it's going to understand your market, absorb the swipe file, it's going to write the campaign, and then it's going to schedule it in your email service provider, which is absolutely fantastic. So for this example, all I'm going to do is just plug these in, and I'm going to use the Athlete X program as a fitness trainer because I'm not even in that niche, but I want to see what it comes up with. And so I pasted all of these in here, and now I've given it access to everything. I'm going to run this prompt and see what happens what the outcome is, and hopefully we get something crazy. Let's take a look. Wow, so Manus just wrote an entire email campaign for me and scheduled it for me inside of Kit, which this used to take weeks to do. It literally just did it in minutes. So let's take a look at what it did. It did the compact market research dossier for an AX1 buyer, so it does the research first. It's fantastic. It knows the buyer and what they want. It pulled all of my broadcasts from the last 120 days and found key timing patterns and targeting for this buyer. Then it analyzed all of my broadcasts for my voice, my style, my engagement patterns to build a blueprint for crafting these emails. And finally, what did it do? It just wrote 21 emails for me, which is just incredible. And then it just put all of these drafts inside of Kit for me. So what do I get? Look at this. It's an entire email campaign written, and it's absolutely fantastic, right? Look at this. For Monday, it has a pre-sell strategy, the launch strategy, and bam, this is what you get. So enough of this. Let's make sure the writing is actually up to par and take a look if it actually put these inside Kit for me. And as you can see, I've literally written, it's literally written and stored these entire campaigns and emails inside and put them in the draft mode. I requested draft mode so I can review them, but this used to just take so much copying and pasting, hiring a VA. Hey, could you put these in the email service provider? Let's take a look at this email. So this is an urgency email, right? Yo, this is the last call. And obviously this is my voice, right? Competing for scraps of muscle like piranhas, which is the wrong way to go. This is your unique opportunity. Notice how there's no staccato, annoying M dashes, or really just apparent signs of slop. These are solid emails. Again, I'm going to look through these and make sure that they're good, but how a desk-bound entrepreneur got his body back, right? So if you're not using this workout style in your life, you're losing muscle every day. Poking at the problem, it's a perfect way to open this up. And yeah, these are fantastic emails. They're ready to go. And congrats, you've got an entire email marketing campaign. Again, if you want this prompt and this swipe file to do the same for you and your business, I have it below, and I've got a link for you to sign up to Manus as well. And before you get started, just understand, so now you know how to write an entire email campaign using agentic AI. But none of this matters if you don't know how to build an email list and if you don't have anyone to sell emails to, right? That's why I made this video, which gives you 11 ways to grow your email list fast. Make sure to check it out. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps my little baby channel grow. Thanks for checking this out. See you later.